It's us again. We here. It's March. Daylight savings time. Yes.
Is it?
Sunday.
Really? What we do?
We
lose an
spring
hour.
forward. Yeah, so you lose an hour. I think they like.
You sure? Is this?
Yes, this Sunday. So you're gonna lose an hour. So yeah, I guess it don't matter to some folk. It's Sunday. But like 2 weeks. I think they like 5 years ago. I don't want to give an exact date.
I have no idea what you're
It's
talking
like less than like 10 years ago. They moved it,
Uh-huh.
so you have daylight savings time like 2 weeks early, and like 2 weeks later, like a week, like spring forward 2 weeks earlier,
Oh,
and
did they?
and fall back 2 weeks later. For
Is
more
that
daylight.
Is that your Black History fact for today?
Oh no, that's it's March now, so it's everybody fact.
Oh, okay.
That's the reason.
You sharing it,
But
you black.
I'm just here,
that's what I'm saying.
that's what I'm here for. I share.
Right on.
And so it's 2 weeks earlier. That's it. I'm out.
Okay.
I guess that is the fact of the week. It's not gonna be like an ongoing thing. That is just happen.
You make
Like
it
a
seem
fact
like
of
we never have facts. Like we just be.
Pretty much, I ain't saying we saying a bunch of lies.
That's what.
But
basically, that's what you're saying.
No, it was just a bit of knowledge for the people. Remind them this Sunday. Spring forward hour. So for the churchgoers, don't let that be the excuse.
They definitely gonna use that as an excuse to get to church late.
Yeah, I've done it plenty of times.
Plenty.
I used I didn't set my alarm.
Or you didn't change your time.
Cause then
But usually the pastor remind you of the Sunday beforehand. Usually,
yeah, that happens.
But you still don't listen.
I
feel like you listen, but you was like, I can get away with it this time.
That too, but I don't feel like that every time. It's been a couple of sporadically every 4 years that I'm like, okay, I'm used to. But usually that's how I am. I forget shit, and so I'm like, oh, it's 11:30, and that's
all right.
That's it. That's how I usually go.
You minimized our Black History fact.
And you still on Black History? It's the second week of March, might be.
March Madness. You ready for some basketball?
Yes. I always get that wrong. Right here.
You retarded.
You ain't got to say it to everybody.
Look at this Jayhawk.
My Jayhawk. It's that time. We try to go. It's almost a Big 12 tournament time, and so we tied with K-State, and today is Friday, and so tomorrow we're gonna have
These past couple of years, K-State been having a pretty good team.
They've been all right, but my Jays always.
But we tied. You say
we tied for like the.
So that means that they doing pretty good, don't you think?
They doing all right.
So that means we doing bad.
We doing.
Okay.
We
that's what you're trying
season.
to say. That's what you're. All right.
But if they lose and we win, we have the all right title. But if they win,
we have the what? All
right. It's us, cause you can tie and share a title, which don't make no goddamn sense to me. If I want to win, I don't want to share my winnings.
Well, you got to live with that one creed where everybody's a winner.
Fuck that. No, that's some.
It's still school. It's still school. It ain't like professional. It's still school. So you have to instill those values in your kids and let them know, like, hey, we are all where everybody gets a trophy.
That's what I'm saying. That's that new age type. No, there's winners and there's losers. You
want somebody to lose.
Somebody's gonna have to lose because that's how it is.
Right.
They're losers. You want to be on the winning end, people, and that's what my Jays do.
They win.
We lost in the national championship last year. But it was unexpected. I'll say that. I wasn't ready for it. You know, and I went, you know, Kentucky had a nice team. And so they did what they did. And then, you know, they kicked our ass. But we was in it to win it. But, you know, we just didn't have the third graders to do it. You know, we had two people and the rest of
them. Who was the two people? The twins?
The twins was gone.
They was gone.
Yeah. It was Tyshawn and
was Rutherford
Thomas. Gone? No, Rutherford's still
there. Is he doing anything?
Yeah, he starts.
He a fifth year. He done?
No. like flunked in college.
Yeah.
No. He was he redshirted.
Oh, yeah.
And red. No. The coach basically said, you know, really on the real, you're not good enough right now. You know, we got better players in your position, and so if you wait, you know, you learn our system. You know, you get better. You know, you do. You know, so he been starting like the last 2 years. His his fourth year and his fifth year, and so yeah, he set out. I think after his sophomore year. And so basically his real junior year, he set out. And you know, and then last 2 years, you know, he you know, he's a good part. He's our best defender. And so, you know, I don't know how much y'all want about KU. You know, it was
we over it.
I guess it's March Madness. I'm happy. What you got for us, Mike B? You got some stories for us.
Tell me a little bit more about March Madness. No, I want to talk about the story of the lady, the nurse lady, who I guess one of the patients collapsed, and she called 911. 911 operator was trying to get her to perform CPR.
Yes,
but she was saying that, you know, it's against our company policy. So we, you know, I
was it like a religious establishment where they was going on more of a religious, you know, principle than just regular.
Are you saying like we instead of giving CPR, we're gonna pray for the lady and then let God work?
Yeah,
I don't know. But would it be in the company policy? Like, do not interfere. If God is ready to take sister so and so home,
let him take him home.
Yeah,
on the glory. I guess that's how it was before CPR and electronics.
But I feel like even before people knew about CPR, if somebody passed out,
yeah, you
trying to do something. Yeah, shake them or something.
Just let them. Hey.
You ain't like knocking people out and trying to, you know, you better not touch them. You know, that's you ain't doing it. You trying to help them as much as you can.
I can believe it. And then, you know, I would. You know, I bring them to a doctor.
The issue I have with it though is the fact that they identified this lady as a nurse, and you would think that of all people, you know, if I go to the hospital and I pass out in the waiting room or emergency room, if there's a nurse walking by, I would expect that nurse help me.
Really?
I mean, what am I? What's your duty? Or you just maybe she wasn't that kind of nurse.
She was a nurse by name.
Oh, maybe her name was like Carisha Nurse.
Yeah, and they call her nurse for short.
Oh,
Carisha Nurse.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
because nothing else does.
Nothing else makes sense.
This can't be your job. Like, you a doctor, but I can't.
You didn't help me. You called me. Then she called 911.
She called 911, and then you know that okay. I can understand calling 911 because you don't know the severity of the situation.
But hold on. But you called me for help,
right?
But then you tell me you can't help. You can't do shit. You calling me for help.
And I'm trying to tell you,
and I'm telling you the ways to help out. But you declined it
like, I ain't gonna be able to do it.
They just told me to call you. There's like call 911 when somebody.
So you might as well call 911, put the operator on speakerphone and walk out.
Call 911 is it?
So we got proof that the phone call was made.
It was made, and she had a nerve to talk. And I heard it, you know, and I mean she was just declining. No, you know, just.
How could you live with yourself? Like what you would think if you're going into like that type of field that you want to help save lives, you want to help people. How could
the economy?
Is it the economy?
It's the economy. So you don't want to lose your job.
I can understand not wanting to lose your job.
I'm going by the book, and so that the book is gonna save me. And, a lawsuit. I was just doing what I was told, and that's how they do it.
But if the 911 operator has a tape of her or them telling you what to do, and you're doing it, then I feel like that should cover you as well.
That's what I'm saying. It's the fear.
I feel like it's a lack of common sense.
That too. That's the number one thing. But common sense is common sense.
What you think?
And if you thinking on them lines of where I'm going to lose my job, that's not common sense to you. You know what I'm saying? It's life and death.
It's hard it's hard to be. I can understand like she refused to perform surgery.
Yeah,
you haven't been trained to perform surgery. I don't care what the person on the phone is telling you to do.
Yeah.
Like slide the knife underneath the breastbone. No, that's different.
That's a mess. You want me to do it? And
so I can understand, declining that. That's against policy. But you would think something as simple as CPR, where high schoolers know how to perform CPR. You a nurse, you would expect them to have just a little bit more training than a high schooler.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody ain't got the little dummy,
Annie, yes. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Annie. I had one of those health class.
You had a health class?
Yeah, Annie.
They
had the dog.
You think you can perform CPR? Yes.
I've seen it done before. And, I have my certificate.
You let it expire.
You know what I'm saying? How good is your diploma now after 15 years or so?
The other thing that bothered me is the fact that the 911 operator was like, "Is there anybody there that can help?"
And she was. I mean, it was just the wrong person at the wrong time.
Maybe she was having a bad day. How could you fuck?
She sounded like she just had a Bacardi. She sound cool. and it sounded like it was like, okay, no. I mean, she was answering them clearly the questions. She was just refusing.
You think she was actually in the room with the body?
I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe she was in her office. So because I feel like if you next to somebody that's passed out, you're gonna be frantic. You might forget about policy and accidentally help.
Yes, I've been in that situation.
So
I damn near didn't know the policy though. That's how I came into it. Some people,
but see, you ain't trained though.
I was trained
to do CPR.
I was on that I don't give a fuck creed, and so
just like this lady, evidently.
No, but she was on that. She was on the real. She gave a fuck because she was on the rules.
No, she
was on the rules and regulations.
No, she didn't give a damn about the other person's life.
Oh,
that's
of course.
What she didn't care about.
See, I'm on. It was on the job. I ain't gonna say that. Not on camera. No, I ain't.
You already said it.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I still got my finger on.
I feel like she wrong. She was wrong.
She was wrong.
I feel like she should die.
Yeah. Well, goddamn, maybe. Why such extreme?
Because if she was to pass out and somebody can save her by giving her the Heimlich maneuver, she would want somebody to help her. She didn't give the lady a chance, and that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, she was worried about her job. It's the economy, man.
I don't give a damn.
Somebody got to be the blame.
I fire her. I get her fired.
Oh, of course.
I would get her fired. She lucky I don't know exactly. They didn't say her name.
I don't care if I was the janitor. I would fire her ass. You are fired. I don't want to see your ass in this bitch no more.
Janitor.
I would. She better not. I got my pistol and everything else.
How could you sleep at night? How could you live with yourself without knowing that you could have.
You could have helped.
Now maybe the lady would have still died, but you would have done what you could. You would have done what you were instructed to do.
Yeah.
You would have tried. You would have gave a damn.
And And that's the thing.
That's where we are right now. Nobody gives a damn.
Really, it's about us. It was those what would you do type situations. Like that show.
Yeah, that show that you said.
Yeah, like, what would you do? You see little kid get cake napped, and you just
it ain't my kid.
Yeah, maybe the kid was
and that's on the flip side, the reason a lot of times that people don't help is because they get in trouble for helping.
What they say, no good deed goes unpunished.
Yes, some folk do say that,
and that's from your boy JT. I don't know what to say on that one.
All right. Well, the other thing I wanted to talk about was women, and like this attitude that some women. Now I'm not gonna say all women because it's not all women. Some women possess.
Straight it up, man.
When it let me back there. Some women possess beautiful women. They know they fine.
Okay.
But I feel like when they know they fine, then their fineness comes with an attitude.
Okay.
An attitude of they're better than everybody else. Can't nobody tell me anything, and they want other people to do stuff for them. And I just don't understand where that comes from. Like why that is.
Maybe they're used to, cause they look good.
Well, but you can look good and still be nice to people. You can look good and still be humble. That's my word for 2013. Humble yourselves, people. Like, just because you fine, I think that'll make you look so much better. You can be pretty on the outside, but ugly as hell on the inside.
Yeah.
So that makes you unattractive.
I agree.
And you believe it or not, this is not just about women, because dudes are probably the same way. Think they all that, all muscular or whatever, so that they walk with their nose up in the air like they're better than everybody else. So you got a little money. And then you think, your shit don't stink no more. Potpourri.
And that's a lie.
I just don't understand where the attitude comes from that people are beneath you. When you had to start from somewhere.
Well, yes.
And
but maybe but that's what I'm saying. Maybe I can see the people that just have nasty attitudes. And that's how they are. But then there's some people, that's just is how people treat them. They just react on how people, they've been knowing ever since they were little,
that they love you. Yeah,
you pretty, and it's human nature. They get treated better. You know what I'm saying? And so
why do you think we as a people react positively to beautiful people?
Because it's beautiful, man. People like beautiful shit. You don't like ugly shit, do you?
But I'm talking about people.
People.
I mean,
ugly. Period. Ugly. Ugly anything. You just don't. You really don't care for it. But if some people find beauty in anything, but there is just some beauty that sticks out. It's a common beauty. I'll say that.
This is something that everybody believes.
Everybody. Think that
you didn't just find this little burnt rock that has like a beautiful quality about it.
Yeah, everybody know that it's a beautiful quality, and that's what they make a beautiful quality. But you got some people might think is ugly. They might have a pretty ass smile, and that's all you need. It personality, just a beautiful personality. You can be ugly as hell. Homemade scene.
And then you ugly as homemade scene.
Yeah, and you love their nasty draws. I mean, it's their personality. I can't live without it. I'd rather live with you than some cute ass chick that just a bitch. And that's how it is, man.
That bothers me, especially with social media. Because now basically all information is instantaneous nowadays.
Yes.
So you get people posting pictures of themselves or people saying different things, and then you can tell who think they shit don't stink by what they post or how they comment. And it bothers me that this is what we've become.
It's not what we become.
You think
it's
we've
what
always
they are.
But I don't just blame the nasty attitude beautiful woman. I blame the the brother like me that's paying her the attention, that's helping develop that nasty attitude.
I guess that's where we go wrong.
Why
would you? Why would you want to? I just have a different perspective.
Because
I wouldn't want that you wouldn't want somebody that's just all about themselves, especially if
that's what
you're
in
a relationship.
I think that's what you think.
It's what you want, I guess. That's what I'm saying. You have different perspectives,
But all you're thinking about, like, you want this beautiful dime piece on your side, so you can say, "Hey, this is my prize." So you staking your claim on this, and so you'll take whatever attitude she's throwing out there. As long as she with you, you don't really care, because now you got something to show your boys. Like, hey, look what I pulled.
So as far as mainly a male perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's how we think. Like, hey, look who I'm smashing.
That's the thing.
You got everybody
smashing.
You got all your boys jealous because you with this dime piece.
That wouldn't be my chick though. Okay.
But this is the girl that all the dudes want to make their chick. So you gonna make her your chick. I'm not saying you personally. You may not want to because you probably look for more than just looks.
She the point guard. But she
ain't the lead scorer.
She ain't the leading scorer. She ain't the MVP. You know what I'm saying? So it all comes down.
But
to good shit.
How do you think we got here? And then, I have a problem with people who aren't like pretty or beautiful or nothing. Having
ain't got no reason.
Having this attitude like your shit don't stink. Your shit, you look like you stink. You have this attitude like you're better than everybody else. It's like, who the?
I can't find nothing.
I'm trying my best not to cuss this episode.
Go ahead and cuss him. It's
that season. Is it the cussing season? It's St. Patrick's Day coming up and everything. But I just don't understand people's attitude. I can you can have a lot of money. You can have a good job, but you don't have to make other people feel like they can't
feel lesser than what. Yeah.
Yes, that does not make any sense to me, because what is that doing for your job? What is that doing for your pockets? So why do I have to put you down in order to that means I have a problem, because evidently I don't feel I'm insecure with myself.
Type of, insecurity. That's what it boils down to, Mike. Everybody got a past. Everybody are kids at some point in time, and when I say that, they don't know. And so whatever you go through shapes what you are, and so you're gonna grow up with those insecurities, whatever it might be. You might be teased, you might be spoiled. Either way, it's gonna shape to how you are, and so it boils down to where you came from, and how you react to where you came from, and that's where you start from. It ain't where goddamn you a bitch. You a bitch for some reason. You know what I'm saying? There's always a reason to why people, maybe they didn't. You
basically say you wasn't born this way.
But you weren't born this way. You gotta live. You gotta have experiences. But I believe some people have their own. People are born just to be hellish.
But with society being more progressive than normal, then there's really no place for that type of attitude, I don't think.
But it's everything right now is excess, and so you can be humble all you want, but it is flying at you. Everything is now excess. That I want it, and if I don't got it, I'm gonna do whatever I can to get it. And once I get it, fuck everybody else. It's like you ain't nothing unless you on the top. And what the saying?
So let me kick you down.
But it's lonely at the top though, people. It's very lonely, and so it's a facade.
I want people to humble themselves. because I feel like we'd get along a lot better. The world would be much easier place to live in, where I'm not attacking you for what the way you are, for how you look. You're not attacking me for the how I am, how I look. We're just here enjoying each other, enjoying each other's company, sharing the love, instead of just backstabbing and striking each other down, just so I can climb on top of you, and not in a good way. Just ridiculous. I don't know. That kind of bothers me.
Seems like you've been in deep thought.
That bothers me. Because you have to admit it. You want a nice little chick on your side, but with that comes this attitude, and it's like, wow, why do you have to be that way? And then you start thinking that maybe in order for you to get a fine chick, maybe you have to be a certain way. You have to be an asshole. Because that's what a lot of them respond to. So now it's changing who you are.
I experienced that. Like when you don't treat them like shit.
Oh yeah, I used to say that a lot. That's why the little phrase came up where good guys finish last. Because I would start out trying to holler at a girl. Well, what I thought was hollering at a girl, I would always end up like, oh, you like a little brother to me. Like, how the hell did I get
in the brother zone
here? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me, because I'm not looking at you as my sister. I'm looking at your ass right now. What? Huh? Like, how did this happen?
You gotta let her know that you're looking at her ass.
Yes, you do.
She like that shit.
That's what she responds to.
Yes.
She just walking out of church. Girl, did you tell God about that ass? It doesn't. That's not me. But that's
you tell him. You made me miss a little bit of testimony service because the dress you had on.
I couldn't stop staring at that ass.
You ain't gotta say
the Lord knows my heart. You can say that, can't you? All you have to do is say the Lord knows my heart. That's
going into a role.
Oh, that don't cover. That don't make
me feel better. That's an excuse.
Lord knows.
Lord knows.
We didn't know
though. If that's the case,
why you shoot him? Lord knows. Did you just choke the man to death? Lord knows.
You can't say that to a policeman when you run a red light. You know why you ran that red light? The Lord knows. Well, he know I'm about to give you this ticket then. Then write it up.
Just drive off.
Oh, you ain't living for the Lord then. Lord ain't nowhere to be found, folks.
That was
just gonna drive off.
Hey, you got to.
You got a little renegade in you, might be.
In my mind.
In
my mind. I ain't driving fast.
Please give me a ticket. I'm gonna stop for you. You gonna track down the police. Hey,
did you see you said 31? I did that. I want people to know I'm hardcore. Shoot, I'm at my comfort zone.
I can believe it. Sadly, I can believe it.
That's all I got, man.
That's it.
That's it.
It sounds like you had a little quorum. You had to, let some things out.
I got some more to say, but I'm gonna save it.
You are. We don't get enough. It might be, but until then, next week, what are we gonna talk about next week?
We never know what we're gonna talk about. Here you go, try some new shit again. We don't announce what we gonna say. No. Until next time.
I try to throw it out. You try to see somebody catch it.
You be trying to let me catch it. Hell no, I don't know what we gonna talk about next week. I didn't know what we were gonna talk about today.
I threw a baseball in the football field, I guess.
You did.
Shoot. My bad, folk. We gonna get it together. We trying some new things out. I guess I'm trying.
You damn right, but you solo dolo. I ain't with you. I ain't getting in that car.
Till next time.
Peace.
Yes. Yes, yes.